Okay, I found out more about the changes in version 1.01 of the 400 Mini. So if we go into the memory stick where it's copied its 400 Basic, this is the one they give you, and it has DOS built in. So one of the things we can do is we push the left-hand button here, the menu, that one. And what I had to do, because I'm on a PAL system, I had to change it to 216 for the display height. Otherwise, the cursor had 3 blank lines, yeah. And on Atari, I think eight horizontal lines is 1 byte or one row. So we get out of that, and the enable basic is on. So this basic has DOS built in. So now when we go into this menu, I think it's the right hand button here starts here. Then we are ready to use it as if it was a disk drive. And one of the things we can do is you can type DOS. So yesterday I loaded up a different DOS. So now we can do a disk directory. And I think we can just hit return. And you see we've got a GTI demo.bas. So where did that come from? Well, I went on to one of the pages here. So this is the program here. So what we can do, we can load that file. I think we can load the file. Copy file, run cartridge, unlock, write DOS. Okay, we want to go back to DOS. So we do that by saying B to run cartridge, because the cartridge is basic in this thing. So now we can do a load. So I do this with one, and we do a speech marks D colon GTIA demo.bas, close the speech marks, enter. And if we do a list, we got the program involved. So it sets to the graphics 9, which is the GTIA mode, and that gave it, I think it was 16 shades or something weird like that. And what it's going to do is to set a color, and then it's going to do wide 55 to 0 step minus 10, so it's going backwards. 0 to 24. If it's bigger than 11, then yeah, so there's 24 shades here, and if it's bigger than 11, so it's 12, it's going to do it's going to count downwards, yeah. So it's going to be C equals X, so it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then it's going to be 24 minus X, which is bigger than 11, 12 going downwards. So it'd be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 or whatever. C equals C plus 3, so that's the X is going to get bigger there. Color Z equals Y plus X, that's going to be a Z plane. It's calculating on a circle, so 12 squared is that, X minus 12. So it's calculating along a circular path, and it's turning it into a radius rather than a diameter, so that's there. It's going to put the color 15 minus C, which is interesting, it's adding 3 to it each time. Color C. To be honest, I don't know why it's doing that, because that eventually will overflow it, I think. But anyway, it's going to plot the series of like cylinders coming out of the screen. So we can run this, and we'll start to see it plotting, and it will do the next one. See, these are different shades. It gets to the maximum, and then it starts to, and it gives you the sort of appearance of 3D-ness. And this was quite a thing back in the day. Now, let's go back over here. One of the new key presses put in is break is F8 is an old one. So if we push F8 on the keyboard, it will break. Yep, stopped at line, and now we're back to where we were. Okay, but one of the things they're saying they've done as well is a hard reset and a soft reset. But before we do that, we've got the normal QWERTY. Rub that out. Oh yeah, and that setting I gave you, see the cursor goes over the screen with the display. If I didn't change the display, then you'd get lines you couldn't see, yeah? So we got the normal QWERT, but if we push the control button down and we push the Q, we get the Atari graphics pictures, a bit like you get on your Commodore. Let's rub that out. The next thing that's interesting, if we do the caps lock, we get the lowercase, which is fine, and cap lock's again uppercase. The next interesting key is the Atari inverse key. So the F10 on my keyboard now, if I do DDD, it's gone into inverse. So this is the Atari Fuji key that wasn't mapped in the earlier one. Now we got the F11, which is a soft reset, and we still got our code in it. The F12 is a hard reset. And now we do the list, everything's gone. But I think we should still be able to load D colon GTIA demo, wasn't it? Dot bas, close the quotes, and list. And there it is. Yep, and we can run it. So the inverse is to save. If you want to, if you get working on something, you save it. And so that's basically the new features. The Atari key has been mapped to a standard USB keyboard. I got it plugged in on the front. It's actually plugged in here. Some people say it has to be number 4. It's working for me in number 2. I will work on a keyboard switcher like a KVM at one point. Yeah, and that's it. So they've added some new stuff in 1.01. There. So F9 is help. F10 is inverse Atari key, soft reset is F11, F12, and the DOS is built into the BASIC if you use the 400 BASIC, so you don't need to do what I did before the DOS. It's just some more stuff I found since I've been playing with it. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye.